welcome to Coastal Living and happy hump day. We are halfway through the week and we're going to get you there with another fantastic show. Today we are visiting with our friend Robert Heil with Heil Law Firm, voted to Caller Time's Best of the Best for 4 years now. And we're going to get a little refresh on some of the services he offers and the great ways he gives back to our community. Also, our friends at Salvation Army are looking for volunteers to ring that bell for the Red Kettle and help raise money for a great cause. We have that and so much more to talk about, so thank you for joining us. You're watching Coastal Living. Today we're visiting our friends at La-Z-Boy right off of SPID, and we're anticipating some really great deals for Black Friday and Veterans Day. So a great opportunity to honor our veterans in every way, shape, and form, and one of the ways that they're doing it here at La-Z-Boy is by offering a very special deal to our veterans. So I'm here with Vanessa, and she's going to tell us all about it.
Yes, so we're having the Veterans Day sale, and it's running from now all the way through the 11th, and it is a great time for our veterans, active duty and retired, to shop here and celebrate their moment.
Yeah.
We're having great deals. They're going to have 25% off plus free delivery.
That's
and
really cool.
We've also got clearance items on a lot of things, and we also have our 20% off all of our non-active duty members.
Okay, very good. So if you're a veteran, you want to bring your credentials, but that'll get you 25% off, some really great deals, plus that free delivery, which is huge. Everyone else gets the 20% off, which is still a pretty amazing deal. So we want to encourage you to stop by and take advantage of that. If you miss those particular dates, don't worry, because La-Z-Boy is not giving up. Then they're going to start the Black Friday sale a little early, starting November 12th, right?
Right, so we're having that Black Friday sale, and then we've got still the clearance discounts.
Very cool.
here.
And that one's going to be on some specific items. Do you think you can take us around and show us some of the deals for Black Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's go take a look.
So we have this blue chair, and all the way over here, plus this chair for our Black Friday sale, starting on the 12th. So these are great deals for everyone, for all sizes, all heights. We also have our Myers love seat and sofa, and they're available in great prices in our stock colors. Okay, so we have the James sectional here. We have this available in our stock colors at great prices. This is also part of our Veterans Day sale. So this is our Carlton chair. This is part of our Veterans Day sale. It's a pushback chair. All you have to do is just literally push the chair back and relax and chill. This is the Mackenzie sofa, and these are also available for you in our stock colors. This is part of our Black Friday sale right here. And we have our mattresses here. They're made by Spring Air, and they're made here in Texas, and they're as low as $599.99. So what I do is I'll go into my clients' homes, and I'll take measurements of their living room, and I'll put everything onto a 3D planner and show them how everything will fit to scale in their space. So this is the sofa that they liked, and this is just giving them an idea of how this is going to fit in their living room. And with all of the accessories, the rugs, the artwork, the tables, the plants, everything, this is just going to show them how everything's going to come together. So this is everything that I do here at La-Z-Boy, and I am a free service to you. And if you want to see me, I am located at 7522 SPID, or you can visit us on our website at southtexasfurniture.com. See you soon.
The doctor is in the house. I am here with Dr. Alexander at South Texas Brain and Spine Center, and to date we've been able to elaborate a little bit more on some issues that many of us deal with, whether it be pain in your extremities or any type of a tumor or discomfort that you haven't found a solution for. There are solutions, and they're right here at South Texas Brain and Spine. With that said, I think many of us experience numbness and tingling in parts of our body that we never even think twice about, because we just assume that it has to do with aging or maybe sleeping the wrong way. But today I'm here with Dr. Alexander to talk about numbness and tingling in your upper extremities. Is that right? What could be the cause of that?
So it can be many different causes. So if the symptoms are persistent and recurrent or all the time, you should be more alarmed about it. So in cervical radiculopathy, you get numbness and tingling that distributes down your arm in a certain pattern. It has weakness, has numbness, decreased reflexes. If patients are really advanced, it can cause problems with walking. They feel like they're drunk walking. It can cause bowel and bladder dysfunction. So this is a model of the cervical spine. There are 7 different segments, and these are the discs that's in between. Again, it allows you to have shock absorbing movement of your neck, and the disc can cause pressure on the nerve root, and that's what causes the pain down in your fingers or arms. And then typically we usually recommend, if it's conservative, it's not very large, we do injections with pain management, we have you do physical therapy, try anti-inflammatories, muscle relaxers, those type of modalities, and then we usually keep surgery as the last option, unless you have a major like weakness, numbness, those type of things. Everyone has this fear of surgery, but it's not a major surgery, so say that we fail conservative treatment, we need surgery, typically we make an incision from the front. The disc is anteriorly. Everyone thinks the neck is way back posteriorly, but actually the disc is anteriorly, so we remove the disc. Depending on the patient's age and the amount of deterioration, sometimes we go over, take out the disc and put a cadaver graft on a plate. It's called an anterior cervical discectomy infusion. In a younger patient, sometimes if it's isolated 1 to 2 levels, we can take out the disc and put an artificial disc replacement. Not everyone's, everyone wants, is not a candidate for both, so it depends on what we see and what the symptoms are.
Okay, and for something like this, of course you mentioned, yes, we're all scared of any type of surgery, especially if it has to do with our spine. What are the risk factors with that? What does recovery look like?
Most patients do pretty well. So usually one day overnight stay in the hospital. Typically I don't use a neck brace. Some spine doctors will use neck braces. As long as you have good bone quality, you don't have to wear a neck brace. Takes, depending on how many levels you do and what you do, it might take about an hour and a half to 2. The risk overall are there, any type of surgery. Risk of dying is about 1%. Spinal cord injury, paralysis, weakness is 1 to 2%. Whenever you go from the front, you're going to expect problems swallowing, your voice to be hoarse. It's just the approach and being intubated, and the infection means 1%. So the risks are there, but again, we want to prevent chronic damage to your nerve that you can recover and lead a functional life. Once you have surgery, the goal is to get back to normal life in 6 to 12 weeks and forget you had surgery.
Okay, and then after that, the rest is history. Are we at a higher risk of getting this problem again in a different part of our spine, or should we be good?
Well, typically people, the reason they get to this state is from either abusing their body, getting in accidents, so you have to kind of change your lifestyle a little bit and try and alter what you can. Some people can't. If you work in the refinery, it's very, very hard on your body. They pay you a lot, but then it really abuses your body, so it puts you at a higher risk for having further problems.
Just finding that balance, right? But ultimately taking care of your body, paying attention to the signs and symptoms that you carry, and not being so stubborn that you won't go and seek professional help. So visit your doctor, contact our friends here at South Texas Brain and Spine Center, and make sure you find a solution for whatever that pain may be. If it feels weird, give it some attention and find a solution. Definitely mention that Coastal Living sent you when you give them a call. Thank you.
Coastal Living's Doctor in the House is paid for by South Texas Brain and Spine Center.
Today we welcome Miss Monica with the Salvation Army to remind you of the importance of giving back during this holiday season, especially to those in need right here in our community, and that is families in need, that is children in need of just the simplest of things, not even a big fancy Christmas, just the basic necessities. So Monica, talk to me about ringing the bell this holiday season.
Yeah, so kind of just to go along with what you just said, Clarissa, the funds that we raise from the Red Kettle campaign, that supports Salvation Army programs. It supports families who are coming into the shelter. And just to give you a little bit of insight, we have 30 family rooms, and on average about 40 children who stay there at the shelter with their families. We also help single men, single women, veterans. We have a veterans program. But all these funds go to supporting those programs so that we can transition them from the streets to the shelter and into a place where they can call home. Absolutely. And that is our ultimate goal, to get them off the streets. And we need the community support to help us ring the bells, have a good time, encourage people to donate to the Kettle. And again, those funds are used for such a great cause. And so we have 25 locations throughout the city, La Palmera Mall, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Sam's, and you can choose whatever location you want. What we're trying to do this year, we want to encourage volunteer groups, businesses, church groups to sign up for the day. And we're going to have 2-hour time slots. So the time slots are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we're trying to fill all these slots with volunteers. So it's 25 locations, the 8 hours per day, and it's going to be from November 16th to December 24th. It's going to be Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay.
And so we're reaching out to families, businesses, make it a tradition on the weekend.
Sure.
And it's, again, it's for such a great cause, and it's to help families in need and to help individuals, like you said, right here in our community who are just facing hardship.
Now, I've never known the details of actually getting signed up and scheduling all that. So how does that work?
So it's quite simple. The easiest way to get signed up is actually to go to our website. There's going to be a register to ring link. Just click that link. It's going to bring up all the times, all the locations, all the days. So you get to just choose whichever time you want and day, location, and then you can sign yourself up. You can also just call the Salvation Army and ask for me. I'm Monica Barrera.
Yes.
And so you can give me a call and I'll sign you up.
Great.
Easy.
Okay. Well, you heard it straight from the source.
Yep.
Okay, Miss Monica's asking you personally to sign up to ring this bell
Yes.
and raise money for the Salvation Army. A great cause. So thank you for your visit.
Thank
and
you.
hopefully we inspire some. I'm trying to rally a little work situation so we can head out there too. So when we do that, we'll let you know where to find us as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
The countdown is on, and our friends at Moody Gardens on Galveston Island are getting ready. The lights are being hung with care, and the ice sculptures are coming to life. Now is your chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to Moody Gardens Holiday in the Gardens, featuring 40 days of holiday activities from November 23rd all the way to January 1st. These tickets give you access to Iceland, the Festival of Lights, aquarium and rainforest pyramids, 3D and 4D theaters, plus so much more. All you have to do to win is email us at info@coastallivingtv.com with the keyword of the day. Be sure to include your name and number so we can call you when you are the lucky winner. Best of luck. We're off to a great start, but don't go anywhere. Consider this. How much thought have you put into your retirement plan? At any age, it's important to have a plan and to understand that there are ways that you can manipulate your plan to make sure that you have the best retirement possible. We've got a professional to speak with after the break. We'll be back with more on Coastal Living. Many of us presume that if we have retirement included with our employment, that we're going to be good to go once that glorious day comes. Unfortunately, that may not be the case. And just as we want to customize everything else in our lives, it's very important to customize our retirement experience. And let me just say now, this is not something you want to DIY. Let's leave it to the professionals. Today I have retirement expert Sean Maloney here. He's the CEO of RetireWise with infinite credibility. And we're really looking forward to hearing from you today, Sean, a little bit more about what it takes to customize that retirement experience. It's so great to have you here today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So what are some of the most effective ways to cultivate a happy and secure retirement?
Well, one of the biggest things is it's not a one-size-fits-all thing. It's a customized retirement. Everybody's needs are a little bit different, and you want to take those different risks off the table. But you know what? It's the financial and the non-financial side. The biggest thing about what I call the happy factor is you got to make sure your needs are covered, make your paycheck generate your nest egg generate that paycheck that you're used to getting. But it's also the non-financial stuff too. What do you want to do in retirement, right? And how are we going to fund that?
Absolutely. And for some people, they just want to rest, relax, maybe go on some vacations. Other people want to keep going, right? Which is great. But again, you want to make sure you have that personalized experience. So when it comes to this personalized approach, what does this look like? How do we start to set that up for ourselves?
Yeah, and like you said at the beginning, it's hard to do as a DIY. Definitely, seeking advice throughout this whole process. We've been doing this a long time, but there's a staged process to go through. Most people think about the accumulation phase, and you get up to and you accumulate X amount of money. But what do you do with the money after you reach retirement? There's a specific drawdown way to make sure you protect your retirement, so you protect your happiness in retirement. Otherwise, if you don't have a plan, there's a lot of different factors that can make that nest egg disappear relatively quickly. So it's about planning up front and getting the right drawdown plan. Start shifting to a protect mode, not just all accumulation. And there's certain ways to go about that. And like you said, it's customized for each person because you might want to do something different in retirement than what I want to do, right?
So what steps can we as individuals take to sort of mitigate the anxiety that we all feel about finances as we get closer to that retirement age?
Yeah, and it's not to be cliche-ish, but it is about starting a little bit earlier in the planning process. A lot of times we meet with people, people get to their 50s and they have that oh crud moment. Hey, I haven't planned this yet, right? But at least 8 to 10 years out before retirement, you want to start thinking about how you're going to reposition your assets, how you're going to put that drawdown plan in place, start shifting your mindset to a protect mode. That way, as you enter into retirement, you have a plan. You're not as anxious about it, because if you wait to the last minute, it's a little harder to put those things in place.
Absolutely. I think that attitude applies just across the board in life, right? At least have a plan and just take those beginning steps to achieve your goals. I'm interested in more information, and I'm sure our viewers are too. Where can we go to learn more about this process and to get in touch with you for your services?
Yeah, check us out at retirewisepro.com. We love to talk to you. We have a process called the Retire Happy Framework. We would love to walk you through that, and it'd be our honor.
Perfect. Well, it doesn't sound discouraging when someone like yourself is talking about it. So let's leave it to the pros. Get in touch with Sean and his friends at Retire Wise to make sure you're all set up to enjoy those golden years. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Now, as we age, sometimes the person that we see in the mirror does not reflect how we feel on the inside. And personally, as I approach 40, I've got a birthday around the corner, I'm noticing some subtle signs of aging that just don't connect with how I feel, like I said, on the inside. But it doesn't have to be that way. Now, for the past 5 years, you've seen Plexiderm on TV and all over social media. Today, I have Art Edmonds here to show you how you can look younger in just a few minutes without any needles or any crazy procedures. Art, great to have you with me today.
Clarissa, great to be here. And by the way, happy birthday coming up for you. I never would have known that it was a milestone birthday. And listen, with Plexiderm, in just 10 minutes, how about looking 10 years younger? And it lasts for up to 10 hours. I call it the 10-10-10 for a win-win-win. And listen, I never would have known you were approaching that birthday. But why not turn back the hands of time with Plexiderm?
Absolutely. And, I've been able to visit and learn so much about Plexiderm over the past couple of years, and the results are incredible. I'm somebody who really needs to see the before and afters, and the proof is in the pudding. That saying exists for a reason. So let's look at some of the people who have already tried this product that might encourage us to give it a shot as well.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, look at these before and afters. And some of these folks are a little bit older than you and I, but that's the point, right? They can turn back the hands of time. We all can turn back the hands of time for the entire day, up to 10 hours with Plexiderm. And it works so easily. You apply it to a clean, fresh face, and it's derived from a natural ingredient, shale clay. So if you can imagine an invisible mask lifting and tightening your skin, and look at these before and afters. We could talk all day long, but like you said, the proof is in the pudding when you see these pictures. And all of these folks are doing this so easily, and it's temporary. It washes away at the end of the day. You're not going to an expensive med spa and doing injectables. But I like to say, if you do use those injectables, why not prolong the look? Because it does get very expensive. With Plexiderm, you can do it simply and easily in just 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. Even if you do both, sometimes you're like, it's time for a touch-up. I haven't made it back to my person, so that's okay. I love that this can help with the big signs of aging, right? Like the big forehead wrinkles, the smile lines. But there are people that suffer with like the under eye bags and the puffiness. It can help with that too.
I am so glad you brought that up, because in today's modern age, we're all sleep deprived. We're all over caffeinated, right? So when you use this under your eyes, we've done clinical studies, and we're talking about forehead, under eye bags, around the mouth. If you've used a straw, or maybe you were a smoker your whole life, close to 80% and more improvement on all of these areas. The under eye bags are a big thing for me. And, I know that a lot of guys don't typically wear makeup. It's a great product for guys as well as the ladies out there. It is absolutely amazing. And in just 10 minutes, you can look years younger.
I'm glad that you mentioned that guys can use it too, because we're in this era of everybody being more acceptable of men taking better care of themselves and caring more about how they look and doing something about it. I think there's very much less judgment on that topic. So yes, men too, you can see the results. They're right there in front of you. It's worth a shot. And one thing I love about Plexiderm is that it is so affordable to just try. It doesn't hurt to try and see what results you can find for yourself. So don't look your age. Treat yourself as if it was your birthday. And now's the time. Plexiderm is going to let you see the results for yourself. Try it today for just $14.95.
No automatic shipping by visiting plexidermtrial.com or call the 1-800 number, but you do get free shipping by ordering right now. So give it a shot for yourself. Look at those results. You might be sending in your very own before and after photos to testify that Plexiderm is where it's at. Art, thank you so much for the input today, and we can't wait to try it.
Thank you so much for your time.
Interested in growing your business? Coastal Living can help. Email us at advertise@coastallivingtv.com or scan the QR code on your screen for more information.
Coastal Living. The show just flew by. As usual, we want to thank our fantastic guests for sharing their expertise with us. We hope that you bring home some tips and tricks to help make your life even better than it already is. Be sure to interact with us online at Coastal Living TV on Facebook and Instagram. And don't forget to find us on YouTube at Coastal Living TV Corpus Christi. That's where you can find full episodes if you miss your favorite show, us, yes, and so much more. So thank you for joining us. Tomorrow we're headed to La Palmeta to learn about some really great deals they have this holiday season and where you can snag some photos with Santa. Have a good one.